Hello and welcome back. In this video I'm going to be talking about the future of the channel and where it goes forward from here. So if you're not interested in such things, then click away now. So where has the channel been? Unfortunately I got sucked into the idea of becoming a YouTube channel and not actually concentrating on kind of railway modelling. So the direction was all about what that required and not actually about the modelling. I watched too many YouTube channels and videos about how to be a YouTuber rather than being a railway modeller. One thing I have learnt is that consistency is the most important part of all of this, and to get any railway modelling done one has to actually be able to sit down and do it, and that's the one thing that I haven't done, contrary to the channel name. You'd have thought in lockdown that I would have actually got way more done and that I would have pushed the channel forward, but that wasn't the case. I think like a lot of us, we all kind of suffered with being kind of locked up. And rather than seeing that as a positive and acting on it, I rather kind of went back in on myself. The one constant through my life has always been railway modelling in interests. It astounds me that the channel has actually grown in size in terms of people watching it, more so than when I was actually creating videos for it. Now I don't know how much of that is people just clicking on the link and seeing what there is and not really watching the videos, or whether it's people who actually are interested in the progress of the channel. However, that's given me momentous to actually carry this on. I also wanted to explore the format of the channel because I felt that I kind of put myself into a particular position with it. And much like most of my life, I don't really work well when I'm concentrated on one thing. And so one of the future parts of the channel is that I want to actually do the things that I want to do, and kind of so it will bounce around quite a bit. Now I know a lot of people don't like that, and in terms of the YouTube algorithm, they really don't like it. They want to be able to class what you do and pigeonhole you in what you're kind of putting out, but that doesn't really work for me. Now given that I'm not doing this channel to be kind of pandering to the whims of YouTube, I've decided that I will do what I want to do and just see what happens. I'm not building this channel to seek fame and fortune, far from it. I don't class myself as being anybody who has any real talent. I'm really just kind of building this channel to kind of show you what I'm doing, and also to hopefully let others see that in maybe a similar position that they can do similar things, and that actually really what matters is doing something you love doing. As you can see, I've got very little space as it is, but that doesn't mean to say that I can't enjoy that space. I'm never going to have a full scale layout. I'm never going to have a round the room layout. I'm never going to have a loft layout. I'm never going to have a garden layout. But actually that suits my character. The confines of the space of this shelf is actually probably a good thing for me, which means that I can build layouts in small scales and actually finish them, and then move on to something else that interests me once I've completed that. Not to say that I won't keep other layouts around, but I do see it as being kind of a constantly evolving process. So what does that mean for the channel? Well, the videos that you see coming out will probably be categorized in sections, but will probably have themes running through them. But those other videos will probably consist of related topics like building stock, soldering various things, painting back scenes, and also projects that I'd like to do that aren't necessarily related to the railway model. Things like turntables to display the models that I make. Also maybe equipment I use for recording the videos. I don't know if that's something that people would be interested in, but it's certainly something that I enjoy doing. But I like bringing the background scene to the videos, as I know I enjoy seeing it on other people's. But a lot of this will depend on whether people actually want to watch them. I know I'm probably not going to do my channel analytics much good by doing this, but I really don't care. I'm actually doing it because I want to do it, and I really enjoy doing it. The hard part of YouTube is not actually getting sucked into the game of YouTube, but in reality, you've got to do something that you love doing, and that really is what shines through. So why the question mark behind me? Well, for the people that have been watching for a while, you'll know that there was a foam board layout sitting there, partially completed or kind of not really even started. I decided to scrap that because I wasn't really enjoying it, and I also didn't feel that it was really kind of suitable for what I was trying to achieve. But part of doing this is finding out ways and topics of what one does like and what one doesn't like. Thankfully, giving this small scale modelling, it really doesn't matter whether I decide to change my mind or not. I would probably think differently if I had a room layout and had got halfway through it and decided to rip it all out again. However, I do have ideas for the next thing. So what is small scale modelling? Well, my small scale modelling is going to be micro layouts and building projects that potentially may stand alone. It's more about the fun of the build rather than the actual final product for me anyway. Although I do want to make the best effort I can. It leaves open the opportunity to do many scales and different types of modelling. I'd really like to have a go at big scale modelling, i.e. O and above. Obviously only a tiny portion of that would fit here. However, to have the chance to do that is really what I'm looking for. I also enjoy the randomness because that's kind of what my brain kind of switches onto. I'd also like to bring in related modelling such as things like 3D printing or possibly even laser printing at a later date. All of this goes into the enjoyment of my railway modelling. The thing I have to be careful about is the fact that there are so many different shiny objects that I don't get so distracted that I can't concentrate on one or a few. So where does that leave me now? Well, there's going to be a new layout, but based on the original one, although there will be differences due to the size of it. But I think with a much more robust base, it will stand the test of time a lot better. Alongside that, I'd like to start building a turntable to show off the models that I build. I'm trying to do it cheaply on a budget with just the things lying around me, but it's also possibly learning techniques for the future. I'd also like to do some of the videos that I did previously and refresh them, because I feel that they're also relevant now and also would benefit from an update, now that I've got more experience and knowledge of actually creating videos. So there will be those types of videos peppered in between the project videos as well. I'm going to try and stick to a regular schedule of putting videos out, although I'm not quite sure where that will be just at the moment. However, my plan is to have around about 3 videos a week of relatively shorter length than the previous ones. Hopefully my plan of consistency will work out and that videos will come out during the week and at the weekend. Hopefully that's given you some background into the long absence of the channel, and moving forward I hope you enjoy the content to come. In the meantime, if you'd like to go back through some of the old videos, you can check out some over here. And thanks for watching.